All right, guys. So you're welcome to Vivian's Reality. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do well to subscribe to the channel. Okay. So I'll be teaching you how to cut um a skirt with hip contouring. Though this is actually, I'm going to be using this to cut out a gown for a client. Okay. But I said to use this opportunity to just teach you guys how to cut out a skirt with hip contouring. It is actually beginners friendly. All right, so what I will do is I have to measure out her length first so that I'll be able to get the exact measurement I need to use for the tutorial. Okay, so just in case you want to do same. All right, okay, so this is the down of the skirt. This is the down of the skirt. Okay, so this is where, so I'll start my measurement from here. All right, guys, so I'm good. So what I will do is I will first of all take out 20 inches, okay, because that's what I took out for the half length, so that I'll be able to get the exact measurement I'll be working with. So 20 inches, her full length is 60. All right, okay, so this is what I have. I'm doing this so that I can actually get where my waistline will start from. This is 20 inches. Okay, so the skirt is actually, I want of course, you know, I'm going to be using a lace to cover this. So this lining, this, of course, the doff is going to be used as the lining inside. So what I will do is I'll actually still I will still take away like 5 more inches. I'll take away like 5 inches, okay, so that when I sew, the door face will be somewhere here. All right, so just watch what I'm doing. So I'm going to take out 5 inches. I'm going to take my measurement from here, and then I'll mark 1, 2 from the 20 inches. This is where my finger is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, or let me make it 6 inches. So I'll mark it here, and then from here, I think I'll start my measurement from here. All right, so I have 34 inches.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes. Sorry, you guys know I have a son. Of course, he's always distracting me, but I'm so sorry. Okay. So what I'll be working with is 24 inches. This is what I'll be using to show you guys how to draft a pencil skirt with hip contouring. All right, so of course, this now will serve as my waistline, and from my waistline I'll come down by 8 inches, which is a standard measurement, and then down to her knee I'll take 21 inches. All right, so I'm using my free hand. Okay, if you cannot use your free hand, you use your ruler, but I'm using my free hand. All right, so I'm cutting out the front of the skirt right now.
Mommy.
Yes, Brian. Okay, beautiful people, so this is what I have here. Of course, this is going to serve as my knee line. Here is my hip line and waistline. Okay, so let's take our measurements. So her waist is her waist is 40. 40 divided by 4 will give you 10. I have my 10 here. All right, I have my 10 there, and then from here the hip is 44. 44 divided by 4 is 11. I have my 11. Then so her knee, now I have to take away 2 inches. Instead of marking 11 here, I'm going to be marking 9 inches here. All right, so 9, 10, 11, I took away 2 inches. All right, so that is it for this. So now let's work on the butt. Okay, so from your knee to your butt, you come up by it actually differs. Okay, if your client is really very tall, you could come up by 8 inches depending on how the person's height is. Okay, but for me, I'll be working with 7 inches. All right, this is what I'll be working with. Okay, inches. I'm using my free hand, guys. Please, if you know your hand, your lines and will not be straight while doing this, use your ruler. All right, so from here now, I'll take away 1.5 inches. I don't know if you get me, but what I mean is this. Here, for instance, here is 11. The hip is 11. So instead of taking out 11 from here, I'll come here like so, and then take 9.5 inches, and then I'll mark that here. And then the next thing I'll do is I'll connect it like so. All right, connect. Let me use my curve to curve this from here. It's not very curvy, so I don't want it to connect it like so. And then I'll use this to rule a straight line down to where my measurement. Okay, so this is what I have. All right, I'm going to also add my 1 inch seam. I'll have an inch seam allowance from here. So I'm using my free hand, so I'm gently doing it so that the line will be straight. Hope I'm not blocking your view. All right, guys, so I've gone ahead to connect this. Okay, so what I will do next is add my 2 inch for seam allowance. This is 2 inch. 2 inch. Okay, from the curve too, it has to be 2 inches. You come here like so, you measure your 2 inches like so. Here, 2 inches. All right, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, until like so. So what I will do, of course, is to connect these lines, these dotted lines together. Let me see if I can do it. Okay, see what I did. I connected dotted lines together. All right, and then this way. And that is all for my skirts. This place is sharp, so I have to give it a nice curve. Okay, guys, so the front of my skirt is ready. I have to cut this out and then show you how to draft the back piece. All right, guys, so for the back, I will have to use my pattern paper because this one will actually give me what I want. Okay, and then after I'm done doing this, I'll now transfer it to my fabric. So I'll have to use this to cut out the back piece. All right, so I'm going to be using this on my back piece. I told you guys I'm supposed to have used the pattern paper first, but I do not have enough. So I just tried to cut out the front, which is not actually a problem. And then, so with this, I'll trace and then just do my markings. All right, I just took I'm just replicating the same thing I did on the other before I start working on it. Of course, this is the back piece that I'm cutting right here. So this is the waistline, hip, um, under butt line, under butt, then your knee, my knee line, and of course this is the length. So when I'm done now, what I'll do is just to trace it out. Length. So for my hip, I took out 11 inches, while this I did 9.5 inches. Here, I did 9 inches. Right, while here I did 10 inches. All right, so I'll connect this with the dot. So let me see if I can use this my ruler, my cuff. So this is what I have. Sorry, and then with a straight ruler, I'll connect these ones like so. So this is what I have. I think this one looks like it's not straight, so I'll use my to make sure it is straight. So this is it. I made a mistake, so I'm trying to correct it to roll my line properly. All right. All right, so this is what I have. Okay, this is my waistline, my hip line, under butt, knee line, and then the length. So it is time to work on this place. Okay, the back, or but this is actually where the this is the reason why I needed to use a pattern paper, because if I decide to use this, I'll be wasting this material and it's not plenty. Okay, so what I'll do is from here I'll take out 1 inches. I'll go in by 1 inch like so, and then from here I'll also take out 1 inches. Hope you're seeing what I'm doing. And then you connect it like so to the butt line. Okay, see what I did? Are you guys seeing it? I'm contouring my, then from here also sorry, I'm trying to look for a way where it will not be too, I do not have the other ruler, that's why I'm using this one. But of course I know how to actually use it. Okay, for beginners, please do not use this ruler. There's a particular ruler that is used for it. Go and get it. There are different kinds of French curve, but this one is really short. All right, so this is how the back is going to look like. This is the back. One inch. Okay, so this is what I have here. Have you seen it?
Oh, me.
Hmm? Then this is my 1 inch. I'll actually use my ruler to really straight line down.
It's laying down.
Okay. Let me do it like so I don't make mistakes. Straight line, a dot. Then what I will do next is to connect the dots together. Like so. All right, so it's time to cut out. After I'm done cutting out, I will now place this on my fabric, and then sorry, I forgot to replace this 1 inch I took out here. I have to replace it here. Sorry, I forgot. My 1 inch here, and then this one I'm also going to put it back here. Okay, and then I'll connect like so. All right guys, so I've gone ahead to connect my lines. I replaced the 1 inch I took out from the back. So this is how my pattern looks like. Okay, so I'll go ahead and cut. All right, so this is how the back piece of my skirt looks like.
Let's go.
So from here now, I'll go ahead to take out my measurements, my that intake. Sorry, it's 5 inch, and from there I'm going to come down by 6 inches. Or let me do 7. No, let me do 6 inches, and then I'll rule a straight line. This is my dad. So when I'm cutting out now, I have to put my 2 inches for zipper here, and then 2 inches for sewing allowance. All right, so that is just basically it. Secure this like so.
Wow, right, right.
Make sure it does not shift. All right, guys. So here I'm actually done pinning my pattern paper to my fabric. So what I will do now is you take your tape, you measure out 2 inches how you want it. 2 inches, 2 inches here. You mark 2 inches all around. 2 inches. Mine is going to be having a slit, so but I have to measure the one I took out, the 5 inches, the 6 inches I took out, and then measure out my slip and then slit and then give it a cut here. So 2 inches. All right, guys. So I'm done pinning. I'll now cut. All right, guys. So this is how it looks like. I'm done. All right. So I'll use this one to cut out the lace. So I'm done.